Okay, then start the game. Start it up. You just gonna.
We here after Eagles win. EAGLES Eagles. Eagles playoff win. Eagles get by the Green Bay Packers in Philly. Man, it was a nail biter. It was a nail biter, man. The defense really came through the play. Jalen Hurts looked like he was still in concussion protocol. What is going on? Was his mind right? Was he seeing the field right? Was he reading the defense right? What he completed 8 passes that entire game or something ridiculous like that. Sometimes I don't understand the Eagles and he starts, but we won. A win is a win. A win is a win, especially in the playoffs. Especially in the playoffs. I can't really try to complain about these playoff wins, and it's a win. You move on to the next one and you try to get off to a better start. But Jalen Hurts looked terrible. What is going on? Is it the play calling? Is he still foggy? I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know. Hold on, I ain't done. I'm opening them. I ain't done. Saquon did his part. Why Saquon slid when he had that breakaway? I don't know. Go get the
This why he ain't deserved. This why I don't want to hear nobody crying about him not breaking no record.
Go get the tutty.
He did that.
Go get nobody else in the league. Derrick Henry wouldn't have slid. Lamar Jackson wouldn't. Go get the tutty. Yo, great pick by Slay. I'm going over everything. Great pick by Slay, too. What we have, 3-4 turnovers, and the game was like 10-3 a half or 10-0 a half or something ridiculous like that. The offense looked ridiculously bad. A.J. Brown had 1 catch, and he's reading a book on the sideline. They had some pictures. I don't know what that was about. They had some pictures of him reading a mystery novel on the sideline.
They said he was doing quotations from it, John.
Yeah, it was Where Has My Quarterback Went?
That was the title of the book, huh?
Yeah.
It was like a Where's Waldo book, but it had Jalen Hurts on the cover.
Where's Jalen Hurts book?
Oh man, that was a lot of hate.
Defense held it down though. I like Nolan Smith Jr. though, the defensive end we got, man. He puts a lot of pressure. He's fast. I think he should run the ball a little more though, but they like trying to push the pass game. So
I mean, the problem with that though,
a win is a win.
Well, the problem with trying to run the ball more is they started packing up. They started piling up in the.
But that's how they got the. That's how they got the. That's how they started moving. They got the pass to Devontae.
No, I agree. When he started shooting, when he started throwing them little short passes and stuff, but that's just like on the fake. Remember on the third down, and we did like the fake, like we was going to do the quick tush push, and Jalen dropped back, and he missed AJ. AJ had it. He overshot him by a mile. I mean, by about 3 yards. He overshot him. Jalen had a horrible game. Fortunately, our defense. No, he had a horrible game.
It wasn't a horrible game.
It was horrible. The defense walked him to the.
It wasn't a horrible game.
The defense walked him.
Horrible game. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let him finish.
The defense and special team. How many drives did we have that we drove and scored?
We had like 4 scoring.
No. We scored off of the defense. The special teams got us the ball first early on in a good position. And the offense stunk, and it was mainly the quarterback. The quarterback stunk. Listen. He might have still been. Tim was the one telling me something. Yeah, he ain't concussed no more. Yeah, young Jalen. He showed up at practice. Young Jalen. Young Jalen was shaky. No, I don't want to hear that. Because you wasn't talking that all this week. They should have put a backup quarterback.
We just found out. We found out he was still concussed.
Just found out. You was all hyped.
They said, hold on. You hold on.
No. Let me get in. You had your 2 minutes.
Let you get in. You cut me off. Go ahead, though. Go ahead. Right, go ahead. Defend your boo.
All right. Here's the first I want to say. Shout out to the defense. The Philadelphia Eagles defense was special tonight. I'm a little concerned about not having the Kobe Dean because the more that replaced him, stung it up. And he's going to be a problem. We got to figure out who's going to take. They might have to put Jeremiah Trotter in linebacker. So that's concerning. But man, that defense was hitting. Congratulations to Quinyon. He got his first interception of the year, and it happened in the playoffs. I'm happy for the young bull. CJ almost had an interception, but I'll address the elephant in the room. Kellen Moore's game. Kellen Moore is a terrible offensive coordinator. Listen, no lie. The plays he called. Go for that first score by the Packers. They had actually ran the ball on 3rd and 12. How you gonna do something like that? That was dumb. You do not run the ball on 3rd and 12. That's you
because they ain't trusted Daggles.
Just Hurts was sticking it out.
You don't do that. You don't do it. Listen, hold on a second. All right. Even though Jalen didn't have one of his better games, he did make some key completions, like that pass that he did to Goddard, the first one where he threw it out so it wouldn't be intercepted. That was a really good pass. Then the one that he went through for a touchdown, that was then that stiff arm by Goddard, that was really good. He worked, and it seemed like Devontae, he be making some clutch plays down the stretch. Like he's like he's probably the go-to guy over AJ. So I mean, there was some good. Then Saquon, you can't say enough about the boy Saquon. He stayed with it. I agree with I forget which one of y'all said, but I think we should have ran. We should have ran a little bit more with Saquon. But overall, Jalen did not have his best game, but he didn't hurt. He didn't turn the ball over. He didn't kill us.
He absolutely hurt us. Our defense bailed us out. He hurt us.
Bailed us out, bro.
Y'all do realize that the Packers has the 5th ranked defense in the league. They have a great defense.
Realize that Packers was missing 3 star receivers.
Didn't we score like 29 on the Packers in the first game of the season?
That was the first game. The first game don't count. Everybody's good.
You talking about how great their defense was?
No, that was the first. We stunk it up the first 4 weeks of the season. It wasn't until the bye where we actually got it going. Don't act like our defense was shining. We was getting killed the first few.
The defense wasn't giving up touchdowns. They was giving up a lot of yards though and field goals.
No, the defense.
Yeah, the defense for the most part this season wasn't giving up a bunch of touchdowns. They was giving up field goals. They was giving up a lot of yards and field goals, even in that first Packers game.
We had the number 1 ranked defense in the league right now.
I hear you. We should have had the number 1 ranked offense. If Jalen Hurts is an MVP type quarterback, you got Saquon Barkley, you got AJ Brown, you got Devontae, you got one of the best offensive lines in the league. We should have mopped this team today, and our starters should have been sitting out the 4th quarter.
Listen, I'm concerned about. We won't win the next game moving forward if he plays like this.
Oh no, I agree. We need more offense.
We will not win the next game. So I know people. I know people are like, don't overreact, and we won. I agree with that. But he has to play better next game, or we will get smacked. I don't even understand what he was running, like the cutting back.
I will say this.
What was going on with that? Slide, Jalen.
No. To that point, I do kind of think that he might have been still concussed. He did too many. Jalen Hurts usually don't run side to side as much as he did. He ran side. It was like a lot. Like it was like sometimes he was up. He was up like about 4 yards. Then he started cutting back and ran back behind the line of scrimmage. I'm like, what is he doing? Yeah. Like he really didn't look. He didn't look sharp today. So and Jalen don't always look. I'm ripping him and stuff now, but this was horrible. How he looked today was horrible. Our defense and special teams. Well, I would say special teams, except for the fact we missed the kick, the extra point. But our defense, our special teams with that turnover early on, and our defense playing out like that's what got us this win. So now, listen, Jalen's our quarterback. Unless he's concussed, and if he's concussed, bring one of them other boys in here that was balling. But it was horrible. That was hard watching. That was hard watching what he put out there. And if we do have to play Tampa Bay.
I told you. Now y'all see what I said. I don't want nothing to do with him because
it don't even matter. He couldn't play against Green Bay either. Anybody he couldn't play.
We beat Green Bay.
Our defense did. Yes.
Here's the difference. Our defense will struggle against Green Bay, against the Tampa, because they do those short passes. They dink and dunk all the way down the field to a touchdown in the end zone. That's how they play, and that's how our defense struggles the most. Just like that. That's my word. All he going to bigger make it, all he's going to do is dink and dunk us down the field.
Hey, listen. Not to you, Tim, but everybody here talking about we won. It don't matter that we won. We set out our starter for real. Everybody that was hating and wanted Saquon to get the yards, to break the record, and he wanted our starters to play last game and all that. If we didn't play last game with our starters, we might have messed around and lost this game because we looked fresher. We were hitting harder. We were more explosive on defense. We cannot go into another game and play like that on offense. We will not win. We will not win if we play like this on offense again.
No, I agree with that. But we can hear you.
You muted, Ethan.
A win, it covers over a lot of imperfections. So we won. So everybody, we won. So I'm happy with that too. I'm ecstatic with that. I'm just nervous about who we play next. I'm happy about the win. Everybody's happy about the win. Tampa has a good defense, and Washington has a good defense. I think Tampa has a better defense than Washington, though. Tampa will create a problem for us because they come at Jalen Hurts and they don't stop. He's going to have to make throws. He's going to have to make plays because they blitz him nonstop because they know that's his kryptonite. So Tim is over here praying that Washington wins. I really don't care. You got to get past that. Jalen got to get past that. Great adjustment. I don't know whose call that was, but great adjustment for the Dallas Goedert blitz beater that he caught and took for a touchdown.
Yep.
So great call too. Great call.
That was Jalen. He audible to that.
See it.
Hey Phil, cut it out. Stop hating on Max. He's a closer. He had a big three, and we're gonna talk about that. He had a big three in the fourth too to cut the lead.
And he hit a lot of bricks in the fourth too.
Defensive rebound.
So would y'all are y'all worried about Nakobe Dean not playing? That defense look different without him.
A little bit. I mean, first of all, the new dude to have a week with the starters, so he should look better than he did today. He's just throwing them in. He did he know all the plays? Did he know where to be? I don't know. So during this week, practicing with the starters, he should be more comfortable. Whoever they decide to play.
Would you go with Jeremiah Trotter Jr. over him?
Who was dude anyway? Who was it?
Or somebody named Orrin. Somebody.
I gotta do my. He did miss that tackle. First of all, Eagles gave up a lot of first and second and 20s and third and 20s. That was confusing to me. The tackling was bad.
I mean,
had a bad tackle.
I gotta look at the time of possession because I feel like the defense was on the field a whole lot of time. Let me look and see what the time of possession was.
Yeah,
but it seemed like the defense was on that court, on that field a lot.
What was the time possession on that, Joe?
I don't know,
but that being said, I did see Tim saying about the key line more. I thought that the play calling, when they finally settled down and took what the defense gave them, because it was a lot of passes. It was a lot of plays early on where if Jalen would have just took the quick underneath pass, you get it to AJ real quick underneath, you get it to Devontae real quick underneath, or Goddard, whenever they was playing that defense. What you say?
Time possession was 29 minutes, 30 minutes. It was about even.
It was about even. All right. But when they was getting them quick pass on them couple drives, when they actually did drive down some, it was quick passes underneath, and you let the receivers make plays. You had Devontae, made some plays after the catch. You saw what Goddard did. That was so disrespectful.
When he mugged him like, hey,
not faced with that, but that mug was so disrespectful. Like his little brother or something. But
yeah.
That being said,
Washington just scored.
Good.
That being said, it was a great game by the Eagles defense. The offense, I do think the offense will be better. I'm just concerned if Hurts is concussed. Because I don't think that Hurts plays this bad on the regular. I don't think that this is what Hurts is. However,
that might have been a significant brain injury that he suffered. I mean,
they said 3 weeks. I'm not giving him no excuse. It's kind of starting to look like 2022 Hurts was an anomaly.
How you figure he's on the same?
Because he had one great season, and then he's had a lot of up and downs.
No, it was pretty much the same. It was only 2 seasons afterwards.
It wasn't pretty much the same.
It literally was only 2 seasons later.
He's been a lot of. He was what 10? What he went 10-1, and then all of a sudden went in the tank last season.
No,
this season.
So he went. 10 he won 11 games.
You keep saying he won. The team won.
Okay,
he was not having good. He was not having.
The team lost.
He's up and down.
He's up and down. Lost, then you can't say it's all on him when we lose. But
he's up and down. I didn't say it's all on him. But what I'm saying is he has stretches where he plays phenomenal. But then that year he played great in 2022. He has stretches where he plays phenomenal. But then he has stretches where he plays goofy.
It's a team game.
He's up and down. He's an up and down quarterback.
Nah, he's consistent.
No, he's not. What, consistently inconsistent?
He consistently get us to where we need to be. We won. How many games we won? We won 13 games. We won 14 games this year.
Yeah, Saquon won a lot of games.
Only lost 3 games.
Yes, Saquon won a lot of games for us. Yes.
Yeah. And how many games did Saquon win without us? When he was in the Giants, they stuck it up.
Let me ask you: do the Eagles purposely try to save Saquon to the second half? You think? What's the mindset behind that?
I mean, you got him for the next 3 years. You don't want to just kill him.
Why? Why not?
Because you want him to his run.
Yeah, but okay, but sometimes you got to get ahead.
You know what they probably feel like, Ethan? They probably feel like they got so much talent on offense, they shouldn't have to force feed him down there. And they're trusting in Hurts. And I can't be mad at them trusting in Hurts. Hurts got you to the Super Bowl. Hurts has had an MVP caliber season. He's played solid, very solid at times. However, when he goes up against a defensive, I don't even know if you said Green Bay defense was good. Jalen's just.
It's this little
I'm not. You want to blame the offensive coordinators? You always blaming offensive coordinators. At some point, Jalen Hurts got to make plays. And to me, my problem with Jalen Hurts is he doesn't look as fast as he was in 2022. He doesn't look as strong of a runner as he was in 2022. And to me, that's a problem because now is where you should be exhibiting your quarterbacking skills. I do give him credit though. Early in the game, he was sitting in that pocket.
He was sitting
in that pocket.
He started the game 6 for 6. He just went over 7.
Right when he was sitting in the pocket, and then the defense switched up how they was playing him, and he couldn't make the plays.
So that touchdown in the pocket, the first touchdown was nice. He stayed in. He started to run out, then he settled down, stayed in, hung in the pocket.
He stayed in that pocket. He was in the pocket.
That was great. The blitz pickup was great. We need more of that though.
But that's what I'm saying. When he started getting blitzed, it's one thing to come up. If you come up straight up the middle,
they blitz everybody.
You cannot come up straight up the middle and expect them to make a play.
You can. It's great.
Goddard, didn't he?
Listen.
Ain't that what happened when he threw the play to Goddard?
No, they all came. They was all loaded on his right hand side.
Came from everywhere. Came from the middle.
Great quarterbacks make a living off of picking the blitz apart. That's what Manning did. Peyton Manning, if you went to blitz him, you know if you was blitzing him, he was going to get that hot read and get it out.
You can't put nobody. You can't right.
Why you telling me Jalen Hurts is? You telling me Jalen Hurts is this MVP caliber quarterback? He's great. Y'all was telling me the only Ephraim was telling me the only quarterback that was better than Jalen Hurts was Pat Mahomes. This is what y'all argued all the time. So you can't be telling me he's this great quarterback and he can't pick up a blitz, a hot read on a blitz.
They don't give him no hot reads. They gotta have hot reads for him.
Man, stop. He should know the hot read. He should know. That's what you know what great. You know what great quarterbacks do? Yo,
nope.
When they come in, when they get back in the huddle, listen. When they do this, that, and other, they leave you 1-on-1. Hit this, I got you. That's what great quarterbacks do.
Nah.
When they see that 1-on-1 and they pick it apart.
He got pick that up. I just seen Josh Daniels throw a dime to Terry McLaurin on a blitz. A dime. Jalen Hurts got to do more of that.
Jalen Hurts
they'll stop blitzing you. What'll happen is they'll stop blitzing you.
He used to run out of the blitz.
Once you start killing that blitz, they'll stop blitzing. Why do you think they don't blitz Tom Brady? Why do you think they stop blitzing Peyton Manning like that? You know why? Because he's going to eat that blitz up. That's what Hurts got to learn to do.
The bottom line is
Jalen Hurts has to learn to beat that blitz, man. Gotta learn to beat that blitz.
Yeah,
gotta learn to play. I'm done with Joel Embiid. We're gonna talk about it. I'm done with it. He's a loser. Get him off my team.
I ain't mad at anybody that feels that way about Joel, and I agree. If you're gonna trade him, just trade him and start over.
That's for you, Master.
Whatever.
Because you was agreeing with me, and I don't like that. No, I'm playing.
I ain't gonna say Jalen just trying to be safe. And he might be, Because earlier in the season, when Jalen was trying to be this big arm quarterback, make all these
Y'all
plays,
was
he was
hating on
turning
him.
the ball over. No,
Y'all
yeah,
was
because he was
hating.
turning the ball. Because he was turning it
He still
over.
was winning. That's the thing. Y'all want him to.
Wasn't we like 2-2 to start the season?
No, he still was winning. The thing
Wait. We wasn't 2-2 to start the season.
It doesn't matter. We still now all of a sudden y'all want to play y'all conservative. Y'all not giving him a chance to develop. But I mean,
you keep talking about developing. What is he? What he like a 10-year-old toddler? You've been doing this his whole career. Oh, he only been here for a year and a half. He only been here. Yeah, he really only a rookie. How many years he been in the league? Like 5 years now. You talking about giving him a chance to learn?
Of any NFL quarterback.
Jalen, what I say? I said Josh Daniels. I mean that.
Develop? Yeah, how many years he been in the league, bro? You talking about develop?
And every year
he's regressed. He has regressed.
He has not. And every year he's been in the league, he has a different offensive coordinator. How many players you know that has a different offensive coordinator every single year he's been in the league?
He has regressed.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't?
Yeah, he
But when they was 10-1 and then we lost some other games, that was
okay. And this year, did it happen this year?
Yeah, nope. So he didn't play great this year. Saquon saved us. Saquon, the offensive line, and the defense saved us this year.
Defense saved us today.
Starter.
No, the defense in the running game is 14 and whatever.
Guess what? When Saquon had when he was by himself with his quarterbacks, he was not even in the playoffs. He was just sitting home.
Listen, man, look. We won, but some stuff has to be cleaned up.
They gotta clean it up. I agree with that.
For next week,
I don't see the defense being this dominant next week either. With the
game ball, I don't know. I don't know. Defense
game ball, my game ball will go to Mitchell. I thought they tried to attack Mitchell early and often, and he was covering very well.
He did.
Good. One was a bad pass though. Dude had him beat on that tutty.
He might have. He might have. But for the most part, I thought Keon Mitchell. I thought he was balling.
His name is. You said who?
What's his name? Quinyon. Well, his mom should have named him a regular name, nigga. I don't know. Quinyon.
Show some respect
Mitchell.
to the names.
Yeah.
Tell his mom to stop with that old ghetto hood naming. Quinyon.
Don't do that.
Shout
out to Miss Mitchell.
If he wasn't a football player, he'd be sitting there flipping burgers. Quinyon.
Oh, that's a lot of hate on him. There's only a few people.
Not my bad. I want to put respect on the young boy name because he balling.
He did.
Baker Mayfield is true. I can't believe Baker Mayfield actually had a good year. Bobby Mayfield, Phil. Baker. He said he'd be killing bulls. He said I call him Josh Daniels, Jaden Daniels.
No, but it was
listening to the game. Something's going on over there in that Washington game.
It was a good win, but honestly, it just was irritating because this should have been a blowout. It should have been a blowout.
It should have. That's my point. It should have been a blowout.
For real, and we did get the benefit. I know. I do think we got some home. I don't think that first early on when we hit the prefer a white name like Dwayne. That's fine. He can have a white or Ephraim Jew, but I'm sorry, I can't say that. We might get blocked. The Semite Ephraim.
You gonna take the now? We can't be monetized.
Yeah, I said Jew. Who said? So is a Jew a bad thing? Is being Jew a bad thing? I thought that was a good thing.
Let's move on. Moving on right along.
That's not a good thing?
Moving on. Bobby Mayfield.
It's not a good thing? Right, it's Hebrew. So what's wrong with being Hebrew? Jewish.
What about the bull Slay? You gotta get props to the bull Slay. The bull Slay, that interception was nice. That was the smoothest joint. That was the smoothest interception I've ever seen, man. I didn't even really. It looked like he was the target. That's how he caught it. It was like bam.
No, that was
yeah. Because as soon as he turned around, was there and it like landed and he yeah, that was a great pick. Even though we didn't do anything with it, we didn't do nothing. We went 3 and out with that interception. By the way,
I mean you can't.
I don't think we scored on any of their turnovers.
Yes, we did. The first turnover.
No, we scored the first one.
We scored on the first one, and I believe that was it.
I mean, I know y'all want
to. Do y'all now? Let me ask you this: that first, that special teams turnover. Do you think that they got that call right?
Yeah, he came out with the ball.
Nah, Bo got that ball back. That bull got the ball back.
Nobody knows what happens under the pile. Eagles do.
No. I hear what you're saying about under the pile, but he fumbled that, and the replay clearly showed he had the ball back and had it locked down. And then inside that pile, they took it away from him. Nah, he didn't have that thing locked down. But I guess they couldn't overturn it. But yeah, it looked like the bull got the ball back to me.
It did look like he got back.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Carl. He was down with the rock. He fumbled it. He scooped it back up. He was laying on the ground with the ball clear as day like that. And then after the pile up, he had full control.
Exactly.
He ripped it out. I'll take it, though.
He didn't have full control. The worst part, actually, I think, that interception that Quinyon Mitchell had, actually, I thought that was a pass interference on
I agree with that.
The linebacker. He was actually pulling the receiver back as Quinyon went and got the interception. To me, but again, I'll take it. Yeah, Lonnie, Embiid, we're done with Joel Embiid. We are done with Joel Embiid. No, keep talking about the Sixers. Who's your game ball?
Oh, no, we can talk about, the Sixers are done, period. Because without Joel Embiid, they're not winning nothing. And Joel Embiid doesn't get on the court.
Because all I'm going to do when we talk about the Sixers is rip Joel Embiid.
Yeah, you can rip Maxey too. He got that big contract and ain't do nothing.
At least he playing.
I don't care about at least he playing. He just got.
What you mean you don't care? He out there playing and trying.
I'm going to tell you why I don't care. The only player the Sixers ever paid big money to and then they came in and backed it up and played was Embiid. Harden
did too.
Harden did. But they ain't paying big money. That's why Harden left.
They should have paid him. He better than Paul George, who y'all all jumped around. I
agree.
Like he's the savior. Charles George gonna be so great.
I wanted to keep Harden.
I would have paid. Harden would have been cheaper, and he would have been better.
I don't know about cheaper. I wanted to keep Harden though. I thought Harden was solid. He led the league in assists that year. So.
I'm done with the Joel Embiid. I'm done with the whole Joel Embiid experience, man. If I was 6,
I told you I'm fine with it too. Trade him, but we're gonna need to draft. We're gonna need to get a number one player. We need to get a number one player. So try to get what's his name? Cooper, the bull Cooper what's his name? Cooper Flag or whatever flag.
Yeah,
the boy that's out there in college. Yeah, he hooping. Let's try to get that number one pick. Because I don't think that we have a solid number one leader on our team right now.
Ephraim said Joel Embiid backed it up how? By losing in the first and second round. How Joel Embiid back up getting paid?
Joel Embiid I'm gonna tell you how he backed it up. Joel Embiid game got better. What? He wasn't the MVP. We gonna act like he wasn't scoring 35 and
he 35 never got out the second round. That's not
okay. But we're not even going to get to the play. But we're not even going to get to the playoffs without him with Maxey running the show.
But this is the thing. You the main one that was hating on Giannis. He can't do this in the playoffs. He can't do that in the playoffs. Keep that same energy with Joel Embiid.
I got the same energy for Joel Embiid.
Exactly. He didn't get nowhere in the playoffs.
No. I just said I'm cool with being done with Joel. But let's not act like when he got that contract, Joel ended up putting up MVP numbers and was an MVP candidate every year after he got that contract. Maxey got this big contract. His shooting went down. Everything went down. He just out there jacking and missing. And he getting lit up. Cole Anthony dropped like 25 on his head tonight.
He's still averaging the same amount of points, 25. What did Joel do in the playoffs? Because that's where you earn your money, right? What did he do in the playoffs to earn his money?
He just had 35 and 10. What do you have? 35 and 12 against the Knicks?
He got knocked out the first and second round.
What did Maxey have? You just don't ask me about what he had. Don't ask me about what he had. Don't ask me about what. Right. And the first time Joel Embiid got paid, he came back and his scoring went up and everything else. He had. Oh, you ask what he did against the Hawks? He averaged 30 and 12.
And we still lost.
Yes, but don't ask me what. Don't ask me what he did. I'm telling you what he did. You said what he did in the playoffs. He had 30 and 12 in the playoffs. His play got better. Our team lost.
What got better and we lost? What did he do better and we lost? He didn't carry us. He didn't carry us to a win.
He averaged 30 and 12.
I don't care what he averaged. You score when it's crunch time, you win the game.
So then
he averaged this. He averaged this.
So what is Maxey doing? So what Maxey doing?
No. Joel is
what Maxey doing?
Win.
What Maxey doing?
And you know what? Alden Ray, I sent this to the board. You know what's funny? I sent this to our group chat. I sent this to our group chat though, and I said, this is my exact words. What Aldrin J said. Yes, he's reminding me of Jordan Poole. Joel Embiid. Joe led a complete. Yeah. Listen, man. Joe. Game 6 of Boston.
He had 26.
Nothing in the fourth. Last 6 minutes, he didn't score.
He didn't touch the ball the last 5 minutes.
Who scores that? No. Who's the man the ball?
The point guard. The guy you just hyped. Harden. Wait, hold up. Maxey shot an air ball. Maxey shot an air ball. Huh?
No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to blame Ben Simmons. You're not going to blame Doc Rivers. Everybody who they're all gone.
No. I'm blaming him for game 7, but he said game 6. Joel Embiid had 26 points and he did not touch the ball the last 5 minutes of that game.
Go get the ball.
Go get the ball.
Gives you 2 40-point games that series.
And guess what? You know what happened? You know what happened in that game 6? You know what happened in game 6? They passed to Maxey and he shot an air ball. And then they did pick and rolls and put Maxey on Tatum and Tatum lit him up.
What Joel Embiid do game 7? What Joel Embiid do game 7?
He stunk.
All right,
but
then.
what Maxey do? What Maxey do?
Then. It's Joel Embiid's team.
What did Maxey do?
Remember Joel Embiid got paid?
Guess what? Joel Embiid's teams made it to the second round. What is Maxey's team doing?
The team's not built around him.
No. What is Maxey's team doing?
The team is not built around him.
Stop it.
It's not. The team's built around Joel Embiid, who don't play. I'm done with him. I'm done with Joel Embiid.
So now Maxey should be cooking, right? Because Maxey don't need Joel. Maxey, if you're telling me, why ain't it? Maxey's. So what Maxey need? What do he need?
First of all, he needs a point guard. Let's start there.
He's supposed to be the point guard. They was hyping on assist and stuff.
We said that before.
So he needs a point guard and he needs a center. So what else he need? What else Maxey need?
He needs a team built around him. Jacqueline Kemp.
Jack, what's going on?
What's up, Jack?
Next week, we got a home game too next week, by the way.
We
home game, whoever we play, I believe.
If we play Tampa, we're not going to feel comfortable. Thanks, Jackie.
Hey, listen, SS Relabel, I agree. Maxey's not the problem. I like Maxey. I personally do like Maxey. But when you're telling me, like when I seen Allen Iverson when he was the focal point and everybody focusing on stopping him and he's still going and he putting up numbers.
The team was built around him.
Okay. All right. So
you don't think that matters? Hold on. You don't think that matters?
So you telling me Maxey needs Embiid on the court in order for him to be the closer?
No, he needs the team built around his strengths and weaknesses. He needs the team built that can help him with his weaknesses and players built around players that can help where Maxey weaks at. Defense, rebounding, maybe he could get open shots, and players that can help with his weaknesses. Right now, the team is not built around Tyrese Maxey. The team is built specifically for the dude that don't play.
Guess what? Even when the team wasn't built around Allen Iverson, he still put up his numbers.
Allen Iverson got better when they built the team around
him. They did.
Allen Iverson was always great.
He got better. Remember
you telling me Maxey? Allen Iverson was hooping. He still was hooping when they had Stackhouse. That's why they traded Stackhouse. That's why they traded Stackhouse.
29.
Mm-hmm. What was his shooting percentage? What Ephraim, Mr. Facts? What was his efficiency?
He was 7 for 19.
Yeah, that's great efficiency.
Yeah,
that ain't terrible. 12 for 13 from 3.
7 for 19, not terrible.
Was Paul George with 25, and he fouled out.
And what was his shooting percentage?
No, he was 50%.
Okay.
That's 36% shooting.
And to be a great defender, he fouled. This is like the third time he fouled out. Like, what's going on?
Oh no. I agree with you. He do too much handsy stuff. Listen, I'm mad at the whole team. I'm mad at Embiid with this goofiness and all this, that, and other. They don't deserve anything. Like Embiid, now it's his foot and this and that. I'm tired of Embiid too. But that being said, Embiid is
you're not really
a top.
Tired of Embiid.
No, I really am. I am, because if he's not playing, it's not even worth watching because the team is trash without him playing. But he's not playing, and and versus his knee, it's like everything. It's like load management, but it's his knee, but it's his foot, but it's this, that, and other. Like, dude, just retire. And like, just be out. Like, he's irritating. I get the frustration with Embiid. But my thing is, the same way we was talking about Maxey is him, Maxey's next up, get Embiid out of, not get Embiid out of here, but focus on Maxey, make Maxey the main dude. We make Maxey the main dude, and he's folding. His shooting percentage is horrible this year.
You can't just.
I'm trying to understand.
Go ahead.
I don't like Nick Nurse. I don't understand his offense at all. It's like, tell me what you want from Maxey. Like, what do you saw how Dame was in Portland without a star. I mean, and Maxey is struggling.
I just think we're done. I think we're done. We need to just.
Against Washington, Maxey shot 11 for 27. Against Phoenix, 11 for 25. Brooklyn, 5 for 20. Against Golden State, 4 for 13. 10 for 20. I mean, he had some solid joints, but Maxey shooting high volume, but his percentage is trash.
So was AOS.
Okay, but it was a different era of basketball.
So was AOS.
Okay, it was different era.
AI shot terrible. AI was a volume shooter. Career was like 40%.
AI took his team to the finals. Where Maxey taking us?
Built around him.
Maxey taking us to where?
Because the team was built
Maxey taking us to where?
Him. But
no, hey, listen, Master Crab, I agree. When Joel plays, he opens up so much more for Maxey. But we got so many people saying how Joel's selfish, he's in Maxey way and everything else. But when he's out there, he has a gravitational pull that opens up for everybody else. And I do agree with Ethan. The team is built to be around, and that's why I'm irritated with B too. It is built for him to be there, but if he's not there, this team don't work.
But it's Nick Nurse, man. Nick Nurse also, he doesn't command.
First of all, you need a big point guard to build a team around Maxey. You need a big point.
Which I've been saying from the door, but thank you.
You need to get another shot blocker. You need to get a big center shot blocker. Somebody could catch oops. Right now, we don't have a center that can catch Drummond because he's not playing. Maxey actually threw him a couple oops this year, if y'all remember. We need a dude that can run and catch oops. Somebody could do the pick and roll. B always picks and pops. That's all Joel B does when he does the pick and roll with Maxey. He never rolls to the basket. He always pops out. Get a dude that can pick and roll to the basket, create some confusion down there, and get some dudes that can hit threes.
Ain't nobody waiting for you to get on Ephraim. Ain't nobody going to do
that. That's how you build a team around Maxey. Right now, the team is built around Joel Embiid. It shows, and we can't. It's built around Joel Embiid. Well, he fills so many holes that without him, we look dysfunctional, and we look terrible. Team is built way too top.
Well, how about maybe
bench, zero bench.
How about maybe Maxey was in here to fill in and fit for Joel Embiid too? Maxey's not an all-star. Maxey's not a top-tier player in my opinion.
Okay. You changed it. Didn't you say Joel Embiid could be better than Ja Morant? Is Ja Morant a top-tier player? You said
yeah.
So
no. I said no. I said Maxey has the potential to be a Ja Morant level player. Yes, I did.
Are you changing that now?
He still has the potential, but he ain't finished up on the potential.
Means
you still have to live up to it.
What is it? Is he not a top-tier player, or is he Ja Morant?
Let me ask, do you understand?
Every time Maxey plays good, you jump in there screaming, I told y'all he could be Ja Morant.
Now, do you understand the word potential?
Which one is
if I said Maxey has the potential to be that player, he does have the. To me, I do think he has the potential. He hasn't lived up to it. No.
All right, so what is he?
What you mean? I just told you he's not a top tier player. I said he had the potential to be Ja Morant. I said no. He's not living up to his potential. No.
So you're changing that?
He's not what? He's not living up to his potential. What are you talking about? Saying someone has potential.
They don't want to give a straight answer to save his life.
I just gave you a straight answer. I just gave you a straight answer. He has the potential. If I say so, okay. So if you say somebody has the potential, Ben Simmons had the potential to be a LeBron James, according to you, when we drafted him, right? He didn't live up to it. So now you rip Ben Simmons for not living up to that potential. My thing is, I thought Maxey had the potential to be that top tier level player, and he's not living up to it.
Ben doesn't have that potential. So you're still saying Maxey still has it?
I don't know if he still has. He's still young. I'm not going to give up on him. But he's not living up to that potential right now. No, he's not.
Man, you blaming it all on Maxey.
No. I'm not. No, I'm blaming everything that's on Embiid right now. Because Embiid is not on the court. He's playing this stupid game he playing. Even when him coming out saying, I'm going to play every... Shut up! If that's your goal, if that's what you're going to do, shut up! Like, why is he talking so much? So my biggest problem with the Sixers is Joel Embiid. However, we talked like Maxey was going to be next up. Maxey was that guy. Maxey's not living up to it.
It's a lot on his shoulders when... It's a lot on Maxey's shoulders when Paul George don't play every game. Joel Embiid don't play every game. The lineup changes constantly. Drummond's hurt. Kyle Lowry's hurt. The only real point guard we got on this team. It's almost a new lineup every night. You don't know what Joel Embiid is doing. He's back to his same antics about whether he's going to play or not. The same thing we probably had the team meeting about. Joel Embiid's right back to that. He's a loser. So you don't know. Maxey is under a lot right now. So
I ain't trying to hear that. Maxey's supposed to be the franchise. Remember, even Embiid said
Maxey was never the franchise. Joel Embiid's the franchise.
Why? Joel Embiid didn't say Maxey the franchise, and everybody was running with. See, Maxey the best player on the team. Ain't this what y'all told me?
He never said Maxey's the
franchise. Y'all ain't say Maxey was the best player on the team?
Joel Embiid never said Maxey was the franchise. Joel
Why
Embiid
didn't
he said Maxey's going to be the lead scorer because Joel Embiid.
No. Joel Embiid said Maxey is the franchise. That's what he said.
He said that.
He said Maxey is the franchise. Yes, he did.
Right? He said it like mockingly, like jokingly. Like
now it's my. No, I don't think there was. I think, and this is why I'm irritated with Embiid too. I think Embiid really was like, oh, you know what? Maxey hooping now. I gotta let Maxey carry us, and then I'll just come in the playoffs and do this. No, it don't work like that. You getting paid the money. You the big name ticket. You need the ball. I absolutely agree with y'all on that. Joel Embiid is the biggest problem with this season.
But you're not putting no blame on this head coach. That cracks me up because y'all spend years.
You know why I'm not putting your blame on this head coach? Because this is a crappy.
Nothing about Nick Nurse at all. He's getting.
I'm gonna tell you why he's not necessarily getting a clean pass. But I'm gonna tell you with Nick.
When did you criticize him at all today?
How many? I've criticized him on multiple times.
You ain't been criticizing none of y'all.
Not about today. Because guess what? The same excuse you want to give for Maxey, Nick Nurse got to deal with ever-changing rotations, rosters, and everything else every game. And that falls on Embiid and on Paul George. I agree with you. That's why I'm not ready to just say Maxey trash, this and another. I do agree that it is a lot on Maxey, but this is what we want Maxey. If you're going to be that next tier player, you step up and you do that. You take that. But that being said, I'm putting the bulk of this season is on Joel Embiid. I'm putting it on Joel Embiid and Paul George. I don't want to hear Paul George come on talking about something. Well, when I got to run the 5, it's not fun. I don't want to hear that. Play ball.
And immediately after you say, I'm putting it on Joel Embiid, you say, but if Maxey is supposed to be this, and you go right back and talking about, okay, but it's Maxey's fault.
Because guess what?
He does. He blames the guy that's playing.
But where did I say the season was Maxey's fault? I said the season is on B's fault, but I thought I would see more from Maxey to cover up for that. And Maxey's just not that guy. Maxey's not that guy yet. He still could be. Maxey's just not that guy now. And I'm not making up excuses for Nick Nurse too, even because Nick Nurse, guess what? Nick Nurse should have called the timeout when we had Harden. Nick Nurse, wait, did we still have Nick Nurse? That was Nick Nurse, right? When we had Harden that first season? Or that before Harden left? Or that was Doc? But yeah, that was Doc, wasn't it? Yeah, because the coach should have called the timeout and told Harden to get off the ball and give it to Embiid.
Embiid was thinking it up.
How? He had 26 points in game 6.
You know what's funny? What's funny? When Wayne talk about losing in the playoffs with Joel Embiid, the first thing he throw out is stats. Right. Well, Joel Embiid, Maxey is averaging 25.7, almost 26, and 6 assists. What else you want him to do?
What, in the regular season?
Yeah, right now. What else you want him to do?
So what's his shooting percentage?
I'm asking you. He's averaging. I don't care. You ain't talking about Joel Embiid shooting percentage.
Why?
It was bad against
Absolutely
New York.
It
was bad against New York. So Jarvis Maxey's averaging almost 26 and 6. Mm-hmm. What else do you want him to do?
Embiid averaged 30 and 10 or 30 and 12
But,
in the playoffs.
26 and
in the
6.
playoffs.
What else you want him to do? You want him to win,
What,
right?
What I want him to do? You know what I want him to do?
Hold on.
You guys asked me what I want him to do. I'm gonna tell you what I want him to do. What I want him to do is like when we down the stretch of the game to actually make a shot, or even if he gets when he does get the foul call. And Maxey shot very well from the line tonight, but down the stretch he missed that crucial free throw when he had a chance for an and one.
And you know what Maxey averaged in the playoffs last year? 30 and 7. 30 and 7.
What do you have in game? What do you have in the last game?
Oh, he averaged. What you talk about? I ain't say about Joel Embiid. He averaged 30 and 7 in the playoffs.
Yeah, and Embiid averaged 30 and 10 or 30 and 12.
They didn't win. That's the big part. They didn't win. Just like you coming at Maxey, you don't care about what he averages. You know what you care about? Results. He's not winning. So what? He's not that guy, right?
I didn't say Maxey was trash. I just said he's not. So you telling me
why ain't he that guy? Because they not winning, right?
So let me ask you something. Do you think Maxey
that guy, wasn't he?
Do you think Maxey is a top 10 talent in the league?
No, I don't.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Joel Embiid is a top 10 talent,
but he doesn't play. So
no,
it doesn't
he's
matter.
not either.
Okay. And guess what? I get it. I rip him too because he don't
play.
And I get it, but you're not telling me Maxey's a better player than Joel Embiid. Maxey's not a better player than Embiid.
What? Yo, how you playing, bro? You gonna let me? Stop. I'm down. My dog is hyped to see me. Relax.
He took him off. Okay, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We gonna see y'all
when
next
is
month.
he healthy, Mastercraft? When is this dude healthy? Go ahead, eat from the floor is yours. Give your Sixers points so we can move on.
Like, comment, and subscribe, hit the notification bell. We see y'all tomorrow.
Calm down, Tim. Calm down. Relax. First of all, great Eagles win. I was down at the game. Y'all hear my voice is a little hoarse. I was in there turning it up. Had the crowd going crazy like I do what I do. A lot of people was in attendance. Shady, D-Jack, Gilly, Cole Hamill, Trout. They was all there. And me, of course. I mean, they actually put me on the Jumbotron for a minute, or they should have.
They did.
But that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. I was in there turned up. And, the boy Jalen Hurts played like trash today. Jalen played like trash. On the way home, I was listening to your boy Seth Joyner. Now, Seth Joyner, great Eagles player, all time one of the best linebackers. But I don't know what he's talking about half the time. He get goofy on his points. He's talking about all I care about is the win. Hurts had 2 passing touchdowns. He didn't turn the ball over. Blah blah blah. He talking about he gonna say, do you play the game to be a prolific offense, or do you play the game to win the game? You actually play the game to do both. The offense's job is to be prolific. This is why you pay so much money for Saquon, for Smitty, for AJ Brown, for Goddard, Kyle Katir's offensive line. This is why you did that. So yes, if you pay all this money, you want productivity, right? That's like saying I get a great defensive tackle and I just want him to I just want us to win games, but I don't want him to get no clog the middle up. No, don't worry about clogging the middle up. You can run all through the middle all day, just as long as we don't let them score a touchdown and win the game. That don't even make no sense. I pay you to do a job. All these bulls, Jalen Hurts is getting paid to make this offense prolific, to make it powerful. And today it didn't look like it. And this is why I said last week that, Seth is born on the field, but on the commentary situation, I don't really like Seth. This is why I said last week we should have had Jalen Hurts run reps against the Giants. This is why I said that. But everybody was acting like I was crazy, especially Tim, acting like I didn't know what I was talking about. I said he needs to be practicing because I'm almost positive when he gets on the field, why we keep coming in and out. If you come, I don't understand what's going on.
Ethan probably kicking him out.
I don't know. But if you're going to play. All right. I mean, if you're going to play him this week, you got to let him get up some reps last week. I firmly feel he was rusty because he didn't get no reps. I do really believe that. He was rusty more than normal. Jalen normally starts off slow, and I talked about this all throughout the year. Probably since week 5, I've been saying he's a slow starter. But he's been this way this year anyway. So if you know he's normally a slow starter and he needs the reps, why not play him in the Giants game and let him get some reps? But okay, neither here nor there at this point. We won the game. I'm very, very thankful for that. Thanks to the defense, thanks to Saquon, that was the reason I won the game. Jalen got to do better because if he plays like that against Washington or Tampa, and it's looking like it might be Washington, we will lose that game. I'm telling you right now. But it was a great game. I was glad I was in the building. Me and my son went. It was beautiful. As regarding the Sixers, first of all, I hear Wayne doing a lot of hating on Maxey. This is only Maxey's first year trying to lead the team that's broken. It's a team that's broken, and this is only his first year doing it. Allen Iverson, in his best years, field goal percentage was always terrible. Now, AI was a great player, don't get me wrong, but AI never was effective. And like Ethan said,
Shooting percentages was different back then. The same way Reggie Miller is considered an all-time great shooter. His shooting percentages don't measure up to no shooter nowadays.
Jordan shot 50%.
But all the great players.
No. I'm talking about from free throws and stuff. I'm talking about
all the great players still shot a very good.
AI is not on Jordan level.
AI was the lowest of the field goal percentage shooters. He was the lowest. He's lower than Kobe, who we said who's probably should be a little higher. And that's why we criticize Kobe because his wasn't that high. He's lower than Kobe Bryant's. Who else was at the top tier at that time? Reggie Miller. I mean, what's his name? Not Reggie Miller. Ray Allen. His is lower than Ray Allen's, another top guard at the time. So don't give me that. He was a volume shooter who missed a lot of shots.
Reggie Miller was 39% from three. What are we talking about?
That's Wayne trying to fudge stats to his own liking.
Yeah, he 39% from three and 47%.
He averaged 19 points a game. He wasn't that great of a scorer.
No, that ain't what you said. We ain't talking about that. You said
field goal.
Because he wasn't shooting so much.
You talking about efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Efficiency matters, and this is why I said so. Don't come and try to hate on Maxey. So don't try to come hate on Maxey when he's playing with a team that he don't even have a point guard. He's trying to play point guard and offensive player, and I told y'all that's a very hard challenge to ask. The only player there's very few players in history that can actually be a good scorer and a facilitator, and one of them is LeBron James. And ain't too many people on LeBron James level. So
James Harden was a good facilitator and scorer.
I said very few. So who else?
Okay, but you said LeBron. Who else?
Yes,
Russ was at one time. Russ was.
I mean, what do you consider? What do you consider a good facilitator? Who was it?
Russ field goal percentage was never good.
Oh, Russell Wilson. I mean, Russell
Westbrook.
Who do you consider? What do you consider?
I agree.
You like Steve Nash? You like Steve Nash?
I said to score and facilitate.
He ain't average 19 like 12 one year, 19-12.
That's not a score.
So you want me to score? You talking about 25 and up?
What? Reggie Miller averaged 19. We talking about he a scorer.
Who said Reggie Miller's a scorer? You talking about field goal percentage?
Where you coming from?
You're all over the place. So when you backed into a corner because your point is failing,
it's not failing because you're comparing back then. Basketball was different. The average two guards for the most part was shooting like in the mid 40s. Iverson's number was low, but the average was. Nowadays, dudes are shooting way better shooting percentages than what Maxey's doing. Maxey's folding this year.
Maxey is trying to lead a broken team, and this is his first year trying to take on the leadership role. And I'm not going to vilify him for being his first year. Because you keep saying, "Well, hey, I took a team to the championship." Yeah, that was like 7 years in. So I'm not going to sit here and try to vilify Maxey for trying to take it on his first year. And he's
no. Embiid's the villain. Embiid's the villain this year for the Sixers. There's no doubt in my mind. Embiid's the villain, and Paul George is number 2. However, my point is when we was talking about how Maxey next up, Maxey the one, Maxey him, Maxey this, that, and other. Maxey's not living up to that.
He still has the potential to be. He's still going.
No. I agree. Oh, wait. What does that mean? Because I said the same thing and I got ripped. I said he still has the potential, but he's not living up to that yet.
I mean, it's his first year. You got first year trying to do it.
So you agree with me that he still has the potential, but he's not living up to it yet.
Right now, I agree. Yes.
Okay.
That's not what you said. Now
it is what I said. It's exactly what I said because you tried to pin me in the corner and
you said Maxey's not him.
He's not. He's not him yet. No.
Now you saying yet?
Because you just asked me. You just literally asked me, did I change my mind about Maxey? And I said he's not living up to that yet. And I also said he's still young. Maxey's what, 23? He still can live up to that.
How
is it trying to? I've been saying it the whole. All right, listen. All of y'all in here heard the conversation we was having. And Ephraim is agreeing with me. Maxey still has potential, but he's not living up to that role as him yet. Now you can say it's because the team not built around him and everything else, but he's not living up to that level to be a top tier dude just yet.
I mean, he's living up to the level of being a ball. He's still giving you points. He's still giving you assists. He's still giving you points, assists, and rebounds. He's still actually giving you all that. The only thing he's doing, he's shooting. He's struggling with mainly his 3-point field goal percent. Because I actually just talked to Ethan about this last game. He's actually shooting 50% from 2. So he's actually shooting pretty good from 2. He's struggling from his 3. Tonight he struggled on both 2 and 3. But throughout
they actually was giving him calls this game, which was nice to see. Hopefully they need to continue to give him the benefit of some of them calls.
I agree, but throughout the season, he has been shooting very well from his 2-point field goal. He's been very suspect on his 3, very on and off. Hey, X-Men, the reason why I'm saying his first year as the person trying to be the man, you do realize Maxey didn't come in as his heralded number 1 pick like AI, who had the chance to be the man as soon as he got here. Once AI stepped into the court, it was pretty much his team. Yes, he was.
No, he didn't.
It was
Stackhouse team. It was Stackhouse team. That's why they had the whole argument and why they had to get rid of Stackhouse.
Exactly. AI stepped on the court. It was pretty much. It's like this is the argument that y'all tried to have with versus Cat versus Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, as soon as Ant-Man stepped on the court, it was pretty much his team. And the same thing. And I guess we got traded. It's almost the same thing. Be honest with you. Now,
honestly, it's not because they wasn't going to trade. The only reason they traded them is because their posses was getting in the fights.
Okay, what pick was AI?
Number 1.
What pick was Stackhouse?
3.
Exactly.
What the heck that got to do with it?
He's a number 1 over. How many number 1 overall picks is brought in to be second fiddle?
How many number 3 overall picks is brought in to be second fiddle?
They
drafted Stackhouse with the idea of building around Stackhouse, and then they got Iverson. He was supposed to be the point guard to run with Stackhouse, but egos got in the way. Stackhouse posse and AI posse was fighting, and they was like, they can't match up. And they saw AI as the better talent.
Who was the better player in college, AI or Stackhouse?
Stackhouse was tough in college.
Oh my God. I didn't ask you that. I said, who was the better player? Exactly my point. AI came in to be the player, to be the man on the team. He came in to be the man, and he eventually was the man. My point about Maxey didn't come in. Maxey was like a 11th pick or something like that.
All right, so let me ask you this. Was Ben Simmons brought in to be the guy on the team, even when they had Embiid?
Yes, he was brought in to be the next LeBron James. Yes. And
you think when they brought Ben Simmons in here, their idea was Ben Simmons is going to be the main player, not Embiid?
If he'd have been LeBron, yes.
Yes.
No. Wait. No, we're not talking about if he, because Ben Simmons.
Yes.
Ben Simmons was drafted number 1 overall, and Embiid was 3 overall. So you telling me that automatically made Ben Simmons a better player?
First of all, B was only drafted number 3 because he got injured. If he didn't get injured,
no. It don't matter. We talking about
Let me finish. First of all, B got drafted at 3 because he was injured. He would have been number 1. Second of all,
that ain't a given. Because people was talking about Wiggins for Wiggins the whole season.
I'm not finished.
Wiggins was the guy everybody was hyping to be the next Bron that year when B came out. And everybody was talking about Wiggins.
You talking too much, you don't listen. When you've been talking for like the last 40 minutes. Please calm down. Second of all, yes.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to you talk for 20 minutes.
You asked me a question. Let me answer the question.
I didn't ask you a question. I was answering your question.
No, you just said to me, you asked me about Ben and B, didn't you? Then shut up and let me answer it. Good Lord, I'll keep talking on him and then answer a question you asking. Yes, he was brought in to be the best player in the league. Ben Simmons was brought in to be the next LeBron James. Yes, he was brought in to be the next big dude. Yes, he was. To answer your question. Any more questions?
So even when they both was on the court and Embiid was the guy, but so you're telling me, but you're telling me just because they drafted Stackhouse at 3 and then drafted AI at 1, it was automatically going to just be AI team. The team was built.
It was still going to be Embiid's team. You go with the better talent.
Player.
Who was the better talent with the Sixers when they drafted both of them?
Joel Embiid ended up being a better talent. Yes.
No. But at the time that they was drafted.
I just told you. Get the wax out your ears. Ben Simmons was supposed to be the best. He was supposed to be next.
No, he wasn't. The only people that was believing that was Ethan. Why nobody else believing he was going to be the next prime?
Are you serious?
Wasn't nobody believing he was going to be the next Brian. Get out of
The
here.
whole league thought he was gonna be. Yo, my computer got like 3 minutes. Tim just went off. I'm gonna have to end this pod.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thankfully, I mean, I barely got enough anything to say because Wayne keep wanting to talk, but okay. But
yeah, because I'm not sitting here just to hear you catch up and talk. We debate.
I don't catch up and talk. You asked me a question and you argued me for the last 3 minutes about a question that you asked, and I couldn't even answer it.
Because you was wrong with your answer.
You need to learn to shut up and listen.
Because you was wrong with on time. First of all, stop tapping to my voice a little hoarse. Your voice ain't hoarse. You wasn't down there talking. You was sitting on your hands saying nothing.
You honestly, I'm not laughing. You need to learn to be quiet, John. You talk.
I don't care if
you
laughing.
Need to learn to talk. You need to learn to talk.
Learn to be on time.
You need to learn
to be. You're right. I sat here a whole 45 minutes waiting for you to get here. You're right.
Stop. You need to learn to stop talking. Ethan, end the show.
No, I'm going to talk. Same way you going to talk. See,
I'm fine with you talking.
He's still here. He's still running.
I'm just saying, ask a question. Let me answer.
No,
you keep talking. Deuces.
Well, I'll stay here. Like I said, Maxey is not living up to all them guys that were sitting here. Everybody was talking about Embiid is done. We don't need Embiid. Trade Embiid. Bring in Ayton for Embiid. We just need somebody to get rebounds. Well, you got guys. You got. Oh, Tim, you come back down. You could have stayed away. I was gonna keep going.
my StreamYard just came back up.
Yeah, because both of them. Because Ephraim just left with that bootness. But no, my thing is I don't hate on Maxey. Maxey is still a all-star. Maxey's still a good player. My thing is, if we were sitting here and arguing, there was a lot of people arguing that Maxey was him, Maxey next up, Maxey's our closer, Maxey this, that, and other, and Maxey's not showing it. We've seen other guys that been that like I've seen Bradley Beal be on a garbage team and still be that guy for that team a couple years. I've seen a couple guys do that stuff. So don't tell me now, Maxey, because Embiid not playing and Paul George not playing, Maxey's struggling. Maxey still has to step up and be that guy. Maxey has to step up and be that guy. Listen, get rid of Embiid. I'm not mad if they do that. I'm not mad.
Right, I'm going to have to go back and listen to the playback because I didn't know y'all was having fun at the end. I didn't hear
no, because all right. Well, one of the things we was talking about because they was trying to say Maxey, he was saying not Maxey, he was saying AI, like the AI. The minute AI came to the Sixers, it was his team. And my point was Stackhouse was the guy and then they brought AI in, and they was hoping that them two would be that pairing that would go to the next level. The only reason that they traded Stackhouse was because AI posse and Stackhouse posse was at odds. Stackhouse was jealous because AI was coming in and getting shine, and Stackhouse wanted to be the guy. So then that's when I'm asking him. So he was saying was because AI was the number 1 overall pick, he was the guy that was looked to be the guy over Stackhouse. And my thing is, when they brought Ben Simmons in, they didn't automatically say Ben Simmons is better than B. Like, they wasn't saying, well, Ben Simmons is the number 1 option on this team. They were still set up to build around Embiid.
But they still had they both had equal billing in the organization, though. They both looked at Ben and Joel Embiid as the guys.
No, I agree. But that's my point. They did the same thing with AI. But they did the same thing with AI and Stackhouse. They just didn't get along, so they traded one.
And the Ben was totally fine with not shooting the ball, and Joel was totally fine with taking all the shots. If it was like a perfect marriage,
it should have been. No, but all right, I wouldn't. The sad part is Paul George is just horrible for the money he's getting. If you're looking at Paul George just being a role player and scoring and playing defense, that's the other thing. He keeps fouling out. Bradley Beal's not a point guard. I do agree with Tim. Tim's always said DeJounte Murray is the guy that we should have got in to bring in to be a point guard along with Maxey and like even what Ethan was saying with Halliburton. I think Halliburton would have been a good pickup to go along with Maxey as well.
Point guard next to him, you just do.
So I actually thought that Harden was a good, good one to be next to him. I don't think that team. See, sometimes, all right, this is how I feel sometimes with and I get it because we get mad at players because they don't produce what they want. But sometimes you got to look sometimes you got to look at the big picture. I agree with that. But sometimes you got to look at circumstances. Boston has been a perennial contender. You know what I'm saying? They were the better team when the Sixers faced them in the playoffs. And this is even for Doc Rivers to give Doc Rivers, because we look at Doc Rivers as folding how many times he folded. But in that series against the Sixers did fold against Boston in Game 6. But Game 7, it was Game 7. There was no way they was going to win that game after they blew it on Game 6.
Yeah,
and in Game 6, go ahead.
That was the game. That was the game that we had to win.
That was. They traded Stack because they realized that. No. They traded Stackhouse because him and Allen Iverson's posses was getting into fights and they knew both of them couldn't coexist. So they said AI was the better player and they was going to go with AI. However, when they drafted AI was supposed to be the point guard, and with Jerry Stackhouse being the 2 guard, they were supposed to be that top back court and work like that.
They should have got Paul Pierce though.
Oh, I absolutely agree. And AI should have been a point guard. I hated that Larry Brown came in and said, put AI at the 2 guard. We're going to run Eric Snow. It should have been AI, even when they didn't draft Paul Pierce, because I do think that's who I wanted them to draft. But they didn't want to get him because they said something. I think they said like they had Tim Thomas as a small forward already, and they already had the guards. Yeah. But in my opinion, they should have, instead of trying to force Eric Snow to be the point guard, you should have let Allen Iverson be the point guard, and you should have let Larry Hughes be the 2.
Yeah. So, all right, I had fun. I'm going to listen.
Embiid is the reason that the Sixers are sucking this year. Embiid, with all this foolishness, is the main reason.
But Nick Nurse, if you're a great coach, you learn how to win when you don't. Especially, it's not like he's been out 1 or 2 games. He's been out the whole season. So at this point, you should know, you should have a rotation that when Embiid plays, when we play bad teams, those are the teams who will win.
I agree with you, except for the fact that you had other guys sit out. You had Oubre sit out a couple games. You also had
Oubre's trash. Oubre is so...
I don't think Oubre. I think Oubre's solid as a role player. It's not like Oubre get big money.
I don't care about the money. I don't like he's another inconsistent shooter. I'm tired of these 41, 40.
But you also had Drummond sit out of games. Like we've had, and this is where I agree with Ethan about B with this loser mentality. This we got to restart. You know what I'm saying? Like Brett Brown has damaged his team's mentality from the jump. That's why I said before they started reaching their prime, Brett Brown should have been fired. And then you bring in a coach. That's when you should have brought in like somebody like a Doc Rivers when they still were, you know what I'm saying, like moldable.
That's why when Elton Brand hired him, when Elton Brand hired Doc, he said, "I'm hiring you to fix the culture in this organization because they got bad habits. They don't play." But you know, y'all saw what happened. They had hired Morey. Morey gave all the power to the players. Yeah, that's why they like Morey, and that's why they fired out. All right, y'all. We've been on here over an hour and 7 minutes. I think we did enough. Before we go, can y'all hit that like button? It don't take much. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're gonna catch you on the next podcast. I don't know next time. Who did play next? The Sixers. Did y'all talk about the stadium deal?
No, we didn't. Come on, bring it up.
All right, no, we'll spend some time next time on the pod and talk about them. They stay in though, South Philly, joint venture with the Flyers.